In the earliest years of life, a child's brain is under construction at a breathtaking speed. Every second, millions of neural pathways are being formed, strengthened, or discarded based on experience. This growth doesn't happen through apps or animations. It happens through human connection, eye contact, gentle touch, familiar voices, shared smiles, back and forth play. These are the ingredients the brain expects. Every coo, every laugh, every gentle correction is wiring the brain for empathy, attention, and emotional intelligence. Yet inside many homes today, a silent disruptor has become normal. Bright screens filled with fast-moving cartoons, loud songs, and rapid scene changes play on repeat. They look cheerful. They promise learning. But for an infant's developing brain, they are simply too much, too fast, too soon. A moment of distraction for parents can seem harmless, but repeated exposure rewires attention and expectation. A baby's nervous system is designed for slow, predictable interaction. It thrives on rhythm, repetition, and real human presence. Fast-paced shows flood the brain with intense stimulation, flashing colors, exaggerated movements, non-stop sound. The brain responds by releasing bursts of dopamine, the feel-good chemical. At first, it looks like enjoyment. But what's really happening is overload. When a baby becomes accustomed to constant high-intensity input, the real world begins to pale by comparison. Blocks, books, and simple toys lose their appeal. Quiet play, exploration, and even human interaction can feel boring. Parents may notice increased fussiness, difficulty settling, short attention spans, or meltdowns when the screen goes dark. These behaviors aren't misbehavior, they are the nervous system signaling distress, trying to recalibrate from overstimulation. Highly stimulating cartoons push the brain into a state of constant alert. Afterwards, babies may seem wired, yet exhausted, restless, irritable, unable to relax. Sleep can suffer. Emotional regulation becomes harder. Focus weakens. The brain begins to expect excitement at all times, and when reality can't deliver, frustration follows. Over time, these patterns can shape how children approach challenges, interact with others, and manage emotions. Research consistently shows that excessive fast-paced screen exposure in early childhood can interfere with attention development, delay language acquisition, and disrupt emotional regulation. Babies don't learn language by watching. They learn it through conversation, facial expressions, pauses, and responses. They don't learn calm from chaos. They learn calm from calm. And they don't learn patience from screens. They learn it from being held, guided, and heard. The good news is that young brains are extraordinarily adaptable. Overstimulation can be reversed and neural pathways recalibrated. This doesn't require perfection or panic, just intentional, consistent change. Gradually replacing fast, noisy content with slower, gentler alternatives makes a difference. Even more powerful is increasing real-world experiences, stacking blocks, pouring water, rolling balls, exploring nature, pretending, reading together, singing softly. Every small moment counts. Simple routines bring safety. Repetition builds security. Quiet moments allow the brain to rest and integrate. Face-to-face time strengthens emotional bonds and cognitive growth simultaneously. Within weeks, parents often notice meaningful shifts, longer focus, calmer moods, better sleep, and renewed interest in independent play. The transformation isn't dramatic or flashy, but it is profound. What babies crave isn't stimulation, it's connection. Screens cannot replicate a parent's voice, presence, or responsiveness. Flashing lights don't build brains, relationships do. A child doesn't need constant entertainment. They need to feel safe, seen, and engaged in the real world. Not more screens, more you. Even a few extra minutes of undivided attention, a shared laugh, a story read aloud, a hand held, can strengthen neural connections more than hours of digital spectacle. In these quiet, intentional moments, a child learns what screens can't teach: trust, empathy, resilience, and the subtle art of being fully alive.